Welcome to World Pulse. New, please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The Philippines stands at a crossroads, caught between the strategic pull of the United States and the economic gravity of China. For decades, Manila has anchored American interests in the Indo-Pacific, but China's rise has forced a delicate balancing act. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. now seeks to deepen security ties with Washington while keeping economic doors open to Beijing. Every move is scrutinized, turning the Philippines into a flashpoint of great power rivalry. The stakes are high. Sovereignty, economic security, and national identity all hang in the balance. The path ahead is uncertain, but the Philippines must navigate it with courage and strategic foresight. In July 2025, President Marcos Jr. traveled to Washington for a high-stakes summit, determined to secure the Philippines' economic future amid rising global tensions and uncertainty. After days of intense negotiations, he emerged with a new trade deal, successfully averting a looming trade war that threatened to disrupt the livelihoods of millions back home. The United States agreed to impose a 19% tariff on Philippine goods, just a notch below the previously threatened 20%. While the reduction may seem modest, it was a crucial win for Manila, signaling a willingness from Washington to keep trade channels open and stable. In exchange, the Philippines made a significant concession by opening its market wider to American products, even hinting at the possibility of zero tariffs for U.S. automobiles, a move that could reshape the local car industry and consumer choices. This deal is more than just numbers on paper. It protects thousands of Filipino jobs in vital export sectors like electronics, textiles, and agriculture, ensuring that factories keep running and harvests keep moving to international markets. Yet, the agreement also means local producers will face new competition from American imports, challenging small businesses and farmers to adapt and innovate in a rapidly changing marketplace. For many Filipino families, however, the deal is nothing short of a lifeline. Continued access to the vast U.S. market brings a sense of stability, offering hope that jobs will be preserved and incomes will remain steady in uncertain times. The trade-off is clear: economic concessions at home in exchange for strategic security and a stronger partnership with the United States, both economically and militarily. For countless Filipinos, these policy decisions and percentages are not just abstract figures. They translate directly into job security, daily survival, and the hope for a better future. The U.S.-Philippine military alliance is stronger than ever, responding to China's growing assertiveness. Recent joint exercises now feature advanced U.S. missile systems, signaling a new level of deterrence and trust. The Philippines' strategic location makes it a linchpin in America's Indo-Pacific strategy. For Manila, U.S. support is a vital security umbrella against a far more powerful neighbor. Access to American training and technology helps level the playing field in contested waters. This renewed alliance is no longer just a promise. It's a practical, integrated defense partnership. For both nations, it's a calculated move to maintain stability in a volatile region. Tensions in the South China Sea are escalating as China asserts sweeping claims, ignoring international rulings. Chinese Coast Guard and militia vessels routinely harass Filipino boats, using water cannons and dangerous maneuvers. A recent clash left a Philippine Navy SEAL injured, marking a serious escalation. These tactics create fear among Filipino fishermen, threatening livelihoods and food security. China's gray zone strategy keeps pressure high without triggering open conflict. The U.S.-Philippine alliance is now a direct challenge to Beijing's ambitions. For Manila, every confrontation is a test of sovereignty and resilience. The struggle for control of these waters is shaping the region's future. The United States is significantly ramping up its support for the Philippine military, recognizing the growing security challenges in the region. This support comes in many forms: the delivery of advanced surveillance drones, specialized training programs for Philippine troops, and major upgrades to military infrastructure across the archipelago. These efforts are designed not only to modernize the Philippine armed forces, but also to help them better respond to evolving threats, from maritime disputes to natural disasters. The U.S. is also sharing intelligence and technology, ensuring that the Philippines can keep pace with the latest developments in defense. New and upgraded facilities in Palawan, strategically located near the disputed Spratly Islands, are a key part of this effort. These bases give the Philippine Navy a stronger presence in the West Philippine Sea, boosting their ability to monitor, patrol, and respond quickly to any Chinese activity in contested waters. The improvements also mean faster deployment of ships and better support for sailors stationed in this critical area. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, is central to this partnership. It allows the U.S. to pre-position vital equipment, supplies, and even humanitarian aid at key Philippine bases. Shared facilities are being built and upgraded, making it easier for both countries to work together during joint exercises, disaster response, or in the event of a crisis. These investments are not just about hardware, they're about building trust and interoperability. By training together and sharing resources, the U.S. and the Philippines are strengthening their ability to deter aggression, respond to emergencies, and maintain peace in a region facing increasing uncertainty. The ultimate goal is a self-reliant Philippine military, capable of defending its own waters and protecting its people. With better equipment, training, and support, Filipino forces are becoming more confident and capable every day. For Washington, a stronger Philippine ally means a more stable and secure Indo-Pacific, where freedom of navigation and international law are respected. This partnership also sends a clear message to other nations in the region about the importance of cooperation and collective security. For Manila, it's a chance to stand up for its rights and interests with greater confidence, knowing it has the backing of a powerful partner and the tools needed to defend its sovereignty. Ultimately, this partnership is a long-term investment in regional security, stability, and the shared values of both nations. The 19% tariff on Philippine goods mirrors recent U.S. deals with Indonesia, but is slightly better than Vietnam's 20%. Analysts say Manila's status as a treaty ally gave it extra leverage in negotiations. The deal highlights the Trump administration's transactional approach. Security cooperation earns economic rewards. For the Philippines, it's a political win and a sign of diplomatic skill. Securing favorable terms boosts national prestige and economic prospects. The message to Southeast Asia: close security ties with the U.S. can pay off. For Manila, it's proof that strategic alignment brings tangible benefits. President Marcos Jr. walks a diplomatic tightrope, deepening security ties with the U.S. in a bid to strengthen the Philippines' defense posture. This move is seen as a response to growing regional tensions, especially in the South China Sea, where sovereignty disputes have put Manila in a challenging position. At the same time, the government is careful to keep economic channels open to China, recognizing the immense value of trade, investment, and tourism that the relationship brings. Chinese companies are deeply embedded in the Philippine economy, from infrastructure projects to retail and manufacturing. The goal is clear: avoid being forced to choose sides in the intensifying rivalry between Washington and Beijing. Instead, Manila seeks to maximize benefits from both giants, leveraging its strategic location and long-standing ties to both countries. This approach allows the Philippines to access military support and development aid from the U.S., while also tapping into China's vast market and investment capital. Even as new defense and economic pacts are signed in Washington, signaling a closer alliance with the U.S., Manila reassures Beijing of its commitment to continued engagement and dialogue, emphasizing that cooperation remains possible despite disagreements. Economic reality drives this strategy. China remains a vital trade and investment partner, accounting for a significant share of Philippine exports and imports. Many Filipino livelihoods depend on this relationship, from farmers to factory workers and entrepreneurs. Critics warn that economic ties can't be separated from strategic risks, arguing that dependence on China could leave the Philippines vulnerable to political pressure or economic coercion. But for Manila, there seems to be no viable alternative. The government believes that engagement, rather than confrontation, offers the best path forward. The hope is to compartmentalize disputes, especially over the South China Sea, and keep the economy growing, creating jobs and opportunities for millions of Filipinos. It's a risky game, fraught with uncertainty and potential pitfalls. But for now, the balancing act continues, as Manila tries to navigate a path between two superpowers. The Philippines aims to secure its sovereignty, protect its national interests, and achieve lasting prosperity by skillfully playing both sides, hoping that this delicate dance will ensure a brighter future for the nation. Geopolitics isn't just for diplomats. It shapes daily life across the Philippines. The U.S. trade deal means job security for factory workers and farmers, keeping exports competitive. But China's actions at sea threaten fishermen's livelihoods and food on Filipino tables. Coastal communities live in fear, while businesses weigh new opportunities against the risk of sudden disruption. The Philippines' choices set an example for other Asian nations facing similar dilemmas. Success could inspire the region. Failure would be a warning. The future of the Indo-Pacific hinges on how Manila navigates these turbulent waters. For millions, the outcome is personal, shaping jobs, security, and hope for a better tomorrow.